Well, brace yourself, guys. Oh, it's springtime and good weather's coming out. Critters are coming out of their hibernating, and bees and birds and all kind of stuff coming out to see the sunshine. And they're not the only things either. Guys, if you're familiar with any occult practices or occult stuff, you know that they do rituals and all kind of stuff based off the seasons. I mean, really, it's based off the stars, but, all that stuff kind of relates to each other and has effects on one another. Yep, springtime and summertime. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know a lot of very specific details on the rituals that they do around then. I know they do them in spring and summer. I know that it eases up. The big time for especially like really dark and like messed up rituals is around fall and winter time. They do a lot of those like death, rituals and things like that around then. And I think it has something to do with it being fall and winter, kind of like how you cut away the dead stuff around then so that in springtime new life can bloom. I think that's the esoteric knowledge behind, why they do rituals around that time. But the point I'm making is during around spring and summer, you're going to notice that these occult folks they're going to pull back. They're going to pull back on the whole, like, we're dark witches. They're going to actually try to be more hippy-dippy, love and light, and try to come off as peaceful people during this time. And they're going to do a better job at pretending than they do around fall and winter time. And that's just something that they do. You'll just, if you got some occult family and you're starting to, wonder or suspect some, weird activity and behavior from them, just pay attention to them. Really. I mean, you'll notice it because they will display signs. Oh yeah. Yeah. That they're going through changes. I would say, especially around fall and winter, pay attention to their behavior patterns when it gets close to those like fall equinoxes and close to Halloween and all that. Those are prime ritual days, and you will be able to visibly see these people turn more aggressive. It's almost like they crave it. They're craving the violence that's going to be coming up in their rituals. They can't wait any longer because they'll go months, especially coming to fall, they'll go months, weeks without having to, do any of their sadistic, gross rituals. And they get addicted to it. These people very much get hooked on hurting others. They love to hurt people. They love to hurt children. That's what's messed up about the whole thing. Is eventually these people turn into your psychos from your horror shows. I mean, they really do. And you'll see it come out. I'm telling you, the day before, the day of ritual, you will see these people change. They will start to act demonic. And I wish I could be exaggerating. I really wish that I was exaggerating, but they will. Their voice will change. You'll notice they'll start to talk with more of oh, I can't wait to do some violence. They will really sound like that. They really will. I can remember before rituals, and they were going to use me in them, they would people that I would know who were going to be participating in these rituals would show me really gross and messed up videos that were displaying acts of violence, stuff that you would find on the old rotten.com, where somebody would get their head cut off or just really gross stuff. And they would show me these things to go ahead and start seeing my reaction and seeing the, I don't know, I guess how I reacted, they got something off of it. But I can very much remember the boys and the people that were going to be participating in those messed up rituals that night. They started treating me differently the day of or the day before. And I could very much tell that their personality changed on those days too. So pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. These folks give themselves away.